Hello everyone. So today we will be learning how to make simple histograms in Microsoft Excel. Instructions again, this I have shown you before and talked about it. If you would like to pause and read through, I'll move on to the next slide. So first we will discuss how to make histograms in Microsoft Excel 2007, 2010, 2013. The version that you get on software.sorton.ac.uk would be Excel 2016 or Office 365, the latest version. That already has an inbuilt histogram function, but if any of you are using a previous version, I'll show you another way of making histograms. So what is a histogram? A histogram helps to graphically represent the distribution of numerical data. If I explain in examples, if you look at the image on the left, this is a histogram of the heights of black cherry trees, for example. And this tells you how many trees. Let's look at the first bar. So this says how many trees are between the height of 60 and 65 feet. So you can see there are three. So frequency tells you the number of trees between this height. An example so that you will probably encounter when it comes to image analysis would be an histogram of an image. So this is the histogram of a black and white image. So you have grayscale intensity from 0 to 255, and this tells you the frequency, which in this case is the number of pixels at each grayscale intensity value. So let me go to the data now. So this is what we are trying to plot. We are trying to plot the histogram data of the final number of cycles. So what happened was we did fatigue tests on fatigue tests for a lab, and these are the multiple tests that we did with their days and time, where there were 29 such tests, as you can see in count here. And these are the final number of cycles that the test was run till. So now what we're going to do is we're going to plot a histogram plot of this data. So first of all, it's very important that you check that you have the required add-in. Now this is inbuilt in all Excel versions. So to check, go to File, go to Options, click on Add-ins, and make sure that you have this analysis tool pack under active application add-ins. If you can't see it, below you see manage Excel add-ins, press go. This should be selected. Here it's selected, so we are fine. So we close this. Now what you should do is click on data analysis, and in this dialog box select histogram. Now in input range, select your data, which is the number of cycles. In bin range, we need to define the intervals first. So basically what a histogram does is, it gives you the range. So it tells you, it represents the data in terms of intervals of the data by breaking the data down into intervals. So let's do that first. So let's say our first interval is 30,000. So everything below 30,000. For this data, we have seen that the minimum is 26,022 and the maximum is 54,037. So let's start with 30,000. So anything below 30,000 will come in this. Next, let's say it is this plus 5,000, so 35,000, and we go up to 55,000. So this is our intervals. Now, again, press data, then press data analysis. You have histogram selected. Then in input range, you already have selected the number of cycles here. Then in bin range, select your bin, which is this. And output range, just select any random cell and press OK. So that's your histogram distribution. Now what we can do is we can rewrite this so that it looks better. It represents what we want. So this is 0 to 3,000, 30,000. This is 30,001 to 35,000. This is 35,001 to 40,000. This is 40,001 to 45,000. This is 45,001 to, this is Okay, now we take these plots, take this data, sorry. You go to insert, go to recommended charts, and you select this, which has your ranges at the bottom. That's okay. There you go. That's a histogram. Now the problem is that generally histograms, as you saw in the example, do not have gaps in between. Then if it has gaps, it becomes a bar chart. So what you need to do is you need to right click on, you click the bar chart, right click, click on format data series. You see something called gap width. You make it 0, and you go to this paint just to give it a border. Otherwise, it doesn't look different. Give it a border, and that's it. That's your histogram. So let me quickly add the axis titles. So that's your frequency. So that's a number of tests stopped in those test range, and these are range of final number of cycles. That's it. Thank you.